questions, then we move to you, Adeshewa. There's a trending story urging us to have more concern for the development of Nigeria and employment issues. Said the federal government said era of producing unemployable graduates over from the federal government. Then exclusive sex for marks scandal rocks Lagos public secondary school as management attempts to cover up teachers' abuse of 11-year-old girl. Then there is also
11 girls.
Oh, 11 girls.
Yes.
Wow, abuse of 11 girls. Okay. Victim alleges Patience Jonathan participated in torture of 15 domestic workers held in prison since 2019 over missing jewelry. Added to the story is faces of 12 of the 15 domestic workers held in prison since 2019 by Patience Jonathan over missing jewelry. Can we just talk about this? Let me hear your views.
Well, let me start from the rear. When I read that story yesterday, I felt bad. It's not good for any person to break in or to steal what does not belong to them.
That is it.
But I want to appeal especially to Mr. President, the former president, His Excellency Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, to personally intervene in that matter, because the family have a very good legacy.
Honestly, very good.
This should not be allowed to taint the good image of the family. And the people have stayed too long behind the bar. If they are not tried, then they should be allowed to go. But even if some of them have been found guilty, I know that family of Goodluck Jonathan is such a family that can easily pardon and allow those people to go. That is my personal advice to the former president and the former Her Excellency Patience Ebele Jonathan. Then the second one I want to take on is the issue of the sexual harassment in secondary school that they said is being covered up. Look, I have a daughter, and I wouldn't want somebody to harass my daughter. Yes, I wouldn't want somebody to harass my daughter.
It is even abuse, so it has even gone over harassment.
Yes,
harm has been done.
Yes. Now, that is why you see the issue of Natasha Akpoti can never be swept
it's a standard.
Cannot be swept under the carpet. Because what happened in the issue of Natasha Akpoti will send signal down to every other person.
And people
child. Are not realizing
yes,
that.
in workplace and schools and all that, to say that the show is not going to be as usual. That is for that. Then on the employable youths, federal government talking about making our youth employable. That is a good one. How they implement that is the issue.
Yes,
but I learned that is coming from the NYSC. And if the idea is to incorporate entrepreneurial training, skill acquisition training, and or a kind of a practical training in the field of study, that would be wonderful.
Excellent.
If somebody says he's an accountant, they should be able to place the person in a place where he can practicalize, exercise that knowledge. If he's an engineer, they should put the person in such a place where he can fine-tune the skill of engineering. If that is the idea, very good. And the issue is, are the jobs available? When you are talking about employability, then you should be talking about job creation.
Exactly.
What is
enabling
environment? What is the government doing concretely, apart from maybe talking about road and all that? What are they doing about generating employment? For instance, in FCT now we see road construction and all that. We commend the minister for that. At least it's visible. Then what is being done in the other area of creating employment for SCT citizens? And the same thing we apply to other states. Right. So these are issues that need to be interrogated.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.